the Betway charity bets. The section is back. We had no wins at the weekend at Man United. It was one of those games, wasn't it? It was a bit of a blur game. I had Antonio to score less than 3.5 goals and more than, or at least one penalty awarded. I had a feeling with the less than 3.5, it was going to be a bit of a drab affair like that. Antonio didn't really come close to scoring, did he? And there wasn't really any contentious penalty shouts either. James, what did you have for United last week?
I had whcih to score, both teams to score, and I went a little bit different with the draw at half time, which I was obviously correct with, and then West Ham full time. But when it went 0-0 at half time, I was pretty sure the bet was out, given I had both teams to score as well, and I needed us to win in the end.
Yeah, that would have been a bit of a long ask. Tom, you had both teams to score, West Ham to win, and Antonio first goal scorer. Once again, I think we all fancied Antonio. We all fancied West Ham to do a little bit, really. Unlike us to bet that West Ham will have no shots on target for the entire game and generally be a bit rubbish. I don't know if that's a selection that Betway do on their website, but perhaps we should start asking Chad if we can back that. But a bit more positivity, lads, like James said earlier in the show. We forget about the Man United game now. That is behind us. And looking ahead to Arsenal, just a reminder to anyone who's a first-time listener to the podcast, or to those of you who aren't first-time listeners who just might have forgot. Me and the lads, are raising money thanks to a £50 charity stake that we each get from Betway each week. So we put £50 charity money on each West Ham game, Premier League only, throughout the season. And any winnings from our 3 selection bets go towards the charities that me and the boys are playing for. I'm playing for Bobby Moore Fund. James is playing for the Dylan Tombides DT38 Foundation. Tom is playing for Isla's Fight. Betway have kindly agreed to double any winnings, any money that we win throughout the season. We're doing all right so far. I think we had the Ribman on earlier in the season, who won about 1,100 quid. I had a big winner with Ogbonna scoring and West Ham winning earlier in the season against Aston Villa, I believe that one was, which is about 1,300 quid, something like that. I think we're up to about 6,500 quid all in, James, aren't we, that we've raised so far this season, which is brilliant stuff so far. I hope to do that again this week. Tom, we'll go to you first. What have you gone for the Arsenal game?
Yeah, this week I've gone both teams to score, West Ham to be winning at half-time and a draw at full-time. I'm desperate for one. It's really doing my head in, not getting another one over the belt. And I just think this week might be a week we get pegged back. I think it could be a bit of a challenge, and they're in form. So I'm going a little bit safer. I'm not depending on Big Tom getting his nod on one, because that seems to let me down one too many times this season.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Jonesy?
Yeah, remaining positive, I've gone West Ham to win. Over 8.5 corners, and I've gone for 2 goal scorers this week, Jesse Lingard and Mikel Antonio. I think Antonio scored against Arsenal at the Emirates beginning of the season. I just think Jesse Lingard's always shows something in him that looks like he could get on the score sheet. So I'm backing those two to win me some money.
And he's going to be showing David Moyes exactly why he needs to be in that team every single week, as if the team at Man United didn't show him that anyway. So you don't reckon then, lads, that he'll be sticking with Noble after the performance at Old Trafford?
Please. I love him, but please.
James not even dignifying that with an answer, just rolling his eyes into the back of his head for any of you not watching this on YouTube. Lads, I've gone for West Ham to win, Lingard goal or assist, and a goal in each half. So probably a little bit cagier than you two. I'm with you, Jonesy. I fancy Lingard to come back with a bang. And yeah, I fancy we'll have enough. I know I went 1-1 when we were speaking to Pat Holland just now, but I think for the purposes of the bets, the odds are always a little bit better. We've been good at home this season. I'll be surprised and very disappointed, but surprised particularly if we lose. Watched Arsenal against Tottenham at the weekend. They were okay. They were reasonably good. I'd be reasonably pleased if I was an Arsenal fan. Thank God I'm not. But if I was, I think I'd be reasonably pleased. So I think it'd be a challenge. But yeah, I fancy to come away with some points. But yeah, fingers crossed for a big game from Jesse Lingard then to give me and you a chance there, Jonesy, with your 120 to 1 shot or whatever that's going to work out as. But Chad will let us know what the odds are for those later in the week. We'll put them up on our Twitter account at @WeAre_West Ham. And you, as always, can, if you like the sound of any of those bets, back them for real for yourself on the Betway website or app. Just go to the West Ham v Arsenal game, find the pre-built bet section, scroll down, you'll find the We Are West Ham bets, and you'll have my name, Will Pugh, James Jones and Tom Edwards against the bets that we've just read out then. And like I say, you'll be able to back them yourself if you so fancy. Lads, fingers crossed this week. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it, since we've pulled any money in. I think we might have a guest bet coming up, and that seems to be the only time we actually do well with these things, isn't it? When we when we get someone else in. The Ribman pulling the second biggest win of the season when he came on